I'm Anita and I'm back with another video. Today I want to share with you a Friday reads. I haven't done one of these in so long. I am trying out my iPhone, filming on my iPhone again, because the quality of my camera sometimes is a bit bad, and I think this one is at least better. I've just updated my software on the Mac, so hopefully my iMovies is also better on my Mac, so we'll see how things goes. But otherwise, I'll have to refilm this, so we'll see. Last time I did this on my phone, there was sort of a weird, like it was too bright on the color schemes. I don't know why. So when I had to see the film, like you couldn't see what was going on. Anyway. So I haven't done a Friday reads in like forever. I used to do them in the beginning of my channel, way back when, and I did them every week. And then I changed it because I was always home a little bit late on Fridays. It was a very busy day for me. I had always had to go somewhere. I still have that often. Right now, I do have time. Every day I have to come home before I leave for anywhere because I'm staying with my cat for a couple of hours before I leave. So I try to go earlier at work and then I go like at 5. So I have some times when I get home. So I'm gonna try and attempt doing Friday reads regularly, maybe every week. Hopefully that will be something I can do if I have something to talk about. I'm currently reading quite a bit, so I think that will be something every week. But we'll see how things goes because I've also missed sort of doing the sit down videos for a while, and maybe I just need to get back into the groove of things. I'm currently working on a vlog, so you'll see that once I'm done with the books for that. But yeah, it will come up whenever. And sometimes it takes me over half a month for me to film a vlog. So when I don't have any videos in between, it seems like there's a lot of time between me uploading a video. And after having the Friday reads, my Friday reads where I did an update, I usually ended up doing Monday reads instead, and doing my updates on Monday. So anyway, my Monday reads were more about me setting some goals for the week. Did I meet my goals for the previous week? Also talking about the books, obviously. But Mondays are always very busy for me now. I don't have time to film videos when I get home on Mondays. So instead, I thought I want to do this again. And the Friday reads is sort of where I talk about the books that I've been working on over the past week, what I finished a little bit more casually, and talking about what my plans are for the weekend, and doing a little bit of a check-in like that. So this is what it's going to be today. And over the last week, I have finished 2 books so far, and I am currently working on a couple of different books and attempting to start some others. First up, I finished up The Dark Day's Deceit just yesterday evening. This is the last and final book in the Lady Helen series. This is a historical set. Fantasies is set back in 1812, and we're following Lady Helen, who is a reclaimer. Reclaimers in this world are able to fight these beings called the Deceivers, and Deceivers are demonic beings that takes up a different like they suck the energy out of a person. That's how they feed, and then they are able to transfer into a different person and taking over their body and mind, and so you can't just know who is a deceiver and who's not, if you get what I mean. And Lady Helen is obviously working on trying to stop them, but this is a secret. She's part of this thing called the Dark Days Club, and the Dark Days Club are all people who are reclaimers, and they are fighting to keep the deceivers away from the world. And they have a pact of not telling anyone on the outside world about it, so they have to make sure that the humans don't know about this. And they are working for the king and queen because they know about these things, but I'm working for the king and queen of England at the time. So yeah, Helen is sort of leading a double life, trying to have this Dark Days Club thing, a reclaimer ability thing at one place, and she is about to marry a duke So she's high up in the ranks and she has to do her duties of that as well without people actually knowing about her other persona. And so obviously that's a bit of a challenge getting through this thing. Yeah, this is the last and final book in this series and I have enjoyed my time with it. We are obviously about the end of this whole thing. My favorite book in the series was the second one, so I prefer that over this, but otherwise I have enjoyed my time with all of the books. I definitely recommend them. They are YA books, so they are following a girl who's like 17, and yeah, so you have to be aware of that, but I think it's really well written. I think the author did a good job of researching the timeline this is set in. It's pretty accurate about how the court life, political stuff that happens, how she was supposed to be in her situation. And I love the sort of bond between her maid, and then the Lord Carlston, who is sort of one she has a reclaimer bond with. So those three have a sort of special bond between them that is very prevalent in this story. And yeah, I don't want to say more about that because it could be spoilery, but definitely enjoyed my time with this and ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars, I think. And today I ended up finishing The Incandescent by Emily Tesh. This is a dark academia book set in the present time. They were definitely talking about the King Charles and stuff. So yeah, we are set in our time and it's in London, England-ish. And we're following a main character who is sort of, I don't know if she is demisexual, something like that. There's something about her sexuality at least. Anyway, she is teaching at this school. Yeah, personally, this was not my favorite. I really had high hopes for this, but I didn't end up liking it very much. My main complaint about it is actually that, I don't know, it was a little bit dull. It was pretty long as well, and I didn't really enjoy my time with it. And I found myself thinking, do I actually really like dark academia, or is it just the book itself? We'll have to see about that. I might discover that in a later vlog, who knows. But then again, I do love school settings usually, so I don't know what it is about this one, but this was definitely not my thing. I enjoyed my time with the audiobook. The audiobook is narrated by Sarah Ram. Sarah Ram is the one who narrates the Chronicles of St. Mary's series. This is time travel series, as well as the Time Police series, which I really, really enjoy. So in the beginning, I was sort of getting used to the fact that I'm not listening to a time travel book. So it took a time to sort of getting used to that, because I'm so used to time pots and everything being part of the things that's going on in this. But yeah, I don't know if I give this 3 stars, 2.5. It's somewhere around that time. But at least I finished it now and I am done with it. I think it's one that divides waters a little bit, because I think that some people find it really, really interesting and really enjoys it. And then there's some people that doesn't really like it at all. So I think it might be if you like dark academia, maybe try and check it out. But if not, maybe not. So those are the 2 books that I finished over the past week. Now let's talk a little bit about the books that I'm currently working on. I have 2 books that I'm actively reading right now. And one of them, I have only like 2.5 chapters left of it. And that's A Curious Beginning by Diana Raybourn? Anyway, this is the first book in the Veronica Speedwell series. And this is set in historical time setting line. We're following a girl. She has just lost her aunts, and one day she comes home. She doesn't have her parents any longer. She doesn't know who her father is, and her mother passed away. She comes home and finds that there's been a robbery kind of thing, and walks around trying to figure out what's going on, and then is about to be attacked when this Baron comes along and says and scares the attacker off, and says she has to leave this place, she's in danger, and she should come with him. And reluctantly she trusts this man. I don't know why exactly you'll trust someone you've just met, but she does. And he says that he has he knows some things about her and he will tell her, but he needs to find out more before he can tell her. And so but while he's discovering these things, he leaves her with Stoker, who is our male character in this series. And Stoker is sort of collecting things that you sort of, what's it called? Like he's, what's it called? Sort of making animals. I forgot the name of it. But it's like, anyway, but once she's there, the next day she finds out the Baron is dead. And then Stoker is blamed for the murder, but you obviously know that he's not the one who did it because they were together at this house and she knew his whereabouts. But they go away and and things goes from there. They actually go into like a traveling, not a circus, but a traveling carnival thing, and travels around with them for a while, hides away while they're trying to figure things out. But they are not, while they're there, they don't actually figure a lot of things out. So it was a little bit strange because I went into this thinking it was a cozy mystery. They were there, they didn't actually solve a lot of mystery stuff. So it was a little bit getting used to this because I went in there thinking it was going to be a cozy mystery, but then it ended up not really being the same type of mystery that I'm used to, but still it's more of a fun story with a couple of mysterious elements to it. And by that time I really find myself enjoying it. Right now it's about figure things out, and it's a lot of fun. I have enjoyed my time with it. Main character is also like butterfly hunter thing, so she collects butterflies, and that's interesting. But another book that I'm working on is I'm working my way through The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson, the first book in the Stormlight Archive series. I have read up to page 327, so I hope that I will get like finish this part. I don't know how long that will be by the end of the weekend. Since I don't have another physical book, the interlude starts here. So up to page 480. That would be like 150 pages. If I could get through that over the weekend here, that would be great. Because then I have 2 weeks to finish the remainder. I have to finish this by the end of April, so I'm just trying to work my way through it now, and I'm a little bit more focused on this because I don't have a physical other book that I'm working on, and the other book I was reading for a vlog, so that's why I pressured through. But I have been really enjoying this as well. I've read the first. I'm so happy I restarted it because I didn't. When I started reading it, I was like, why didn't I continue? Why did I read this last time? It was like last time we were reading it wasn't really connecting, and I don't know what it was. I was just not in the right headspace for fantasy at the time. It was very weird. But this time I just enjoyed my time with it, and I rediscovered a lot of things. There were a couple of things that I was like, oh yeah, I remember this happening. But there was a lot of other things where I was like, I don't even remember meeting this character. And I knew I'd read up to this place, so it was weird. There were some of the things that I had stuck there and some of the things that definitely hadn't. But right now I'm getting to know about everything in this world. We are following Kaladin, who is a bridge people. They're called bridge people. And he is there because he was actually, it's the lowest of the low. He was a prisoner, a slave kind of thing. So it's basically sort of a type of enslavement right now. And he, very dangerous things that they are, that are done to them. And then we're following Dalinar, he is like a war leader kind of thing. Or he is the king's uncle, and he's working some political stuff. His brother passed away not super long ago, it seems, and he's doing everything to make sure that his son is doing okay and he's getting a good start of his kingship thing. And then we're following Adolin, who is Dalinar's son, I believe. And in the beginning we also followed a woman who we haven't followed her chapters in a while, but I think she's going to come back later, who was going to be a scribe kind of thing at the university somewhere for some, or a sort of apprentice type thing. But we'll see when we get back to that. So far I'm very much enjoying this, and just trying to figure out what's going on, and through the Brandon Sanderson style. So yep, looking forward to seeing what will happen to this. But obviously have made some progress. And those are the 2 books I'm currently working on. My plans is I want to start an ebook again, because I'm about to finish A Curious Beginning, and then I'll start the last book in the Bourbon Brothers series. I haven't read a romance in a while, so I'll pick up Bourbon and Proof, I think it's called. The last one in that trilogy. So those are things that I'm planning on working on over the next week. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna finish. In terms of audios, I'm not actually sure. I had plans to try out. I keep looking after my phone because I usually have it, but I'm filming on it, so that's why I can't find it. I had an idea. I wanted to listen to Kylie Lee Baker, who did a horror book, and listen to some of her fantasy books, because I've seen that she has some fantasy books. But then I got a couple of books down on my Audible, so maybe I'm gonna go through to Audible. I have the next in-depth book. I haven't read one since January, and I got, what else? I feel like I got 2 different in-depth, no, not in-depth, but 2 different books on Audible. I don't remember. My cat is rubbing herself against the tripod. You haven't been on TV for a while. Hi. You say hi? Hi. Mm-hmm. She doesn't love being picked up like this, but hello to her. She has been on camera for a while, right? Hi. Do you hate me? I don't think she's mad at me, hopefully. But yeah, anyway, those are my current reads, my finishes over the week, and all of that. What are you currently reading? Have you read any of the books that I was talking about today? Let me know about that in the comments down below. Anyway, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. Goodbye.